last video for the day. I don't know which order you've seen this in, but if you're seeing this and for whoever, there's also a full moon in Libra, and there's also a spring cleaning energy video that is supposed to be popping up at the same time. So you've got plenty to watch today. And if the plant update didn't come out today, it should be up here in a few days. So keep your eyes open for that as well. But hopefully you all are doing well. This is just a for whoever. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. We did do a full moon in Libra reading today that is up and posted. And then I also did a spring cleaning reading. It's not really a reading. It's kind of tips, tricks, how-tos. Different ways to kind of clear out that old winter energy and to bring in that fresh new energy. So if that's of any interest to you, please feel free to check that out. Well, but let's see where we're going today. Let's see what wants to come through. I've already got two jumpers here. We've got the caterpillars and the woodpecker. And I'll show you those here in a minute. But I do feel as though there is... What you got? Okay, this actually came up in the Libra full moon reading. We got the locust. So we've got the caterpillars, the woodpecker, then we got the locust. So with this energy, with the caterpillars, it makes me think of, nurturing yourself, growing into that beautiful butterfly that you are. The caterpillars normally eat, and eat. They're more or less taking in information, taking in all that food, nutrients, sustenance, so they can transform into a beautiful butterfly. With the woodpecker here, I almost feel as though it's been a tedious process, let's put it this way. This is kind of the beforehand to the Libra full moon reading. I do feel as though that you have learned quite a bit, and you are nearing the end where you go to transform. You are hitting that point where your truth is kind of starting to bubble up to the surface. You're starting to figure things out more. I feel as though it really was a tedious process. I'm kind of getting that headache here, like kind of beating your head against the wall. It does make me feel like you've gotten to a certain point, and then things started not to change, or things started to become unyielding, and so that kind of brought about this truth, like, okay, what the hell's going on? Like, I don't really want to keep doing this. Like, it's bringing up, maybe, I don't want to use the word suppressed emotion, but I feel as though it's bringing up some things, like I talked about in Libra full moon reading. It wasn't one thing, it's kind of a compound of different things. And I almost feel like that's kind of where that light bulb is going off. And it's like, oh, it's not just this one time. Like you've got that friend who's always late. It happens. And you need them to be on time at this one specific time. Like, just be there, be on time. And they show up 10 minutes late. Like, yeah, you still love them, but you had one fucking job. Like, show up on time. And so you don't want to lash out at this friend, but you're like, this was really important to me, and I needed you to be on time, and you weren't. And they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry, you just know how I am. And you're like, yes, I do know how you are. And that's when it kind of clicks with you, and you're like, you're always late. I probably shouldn't have expected much else from you other than being late. And so I feel as though, like, that expectation, those expectations that you've held for other people or for other situations, maybe even for yourself, has had no beneficial way of helping you forward. I mean, it's not helping you. And that's why I feel as though you are starting to kind of have this truth come out, this speaking your truth, getting a little bit restless. So it happens. It really does. It's normal to get to a certain point and be stuck because we can't see the way forward. And that's okay. And sometimes the way forward isn't as clear and cut and dry as what we're used to, because it can be compound things. So there may not be an easy solution for this energy. But if this does resonate for you, I do recommend going and checking out that Libra full moon reading. I do recommend that. I don't normally do part 2 and then do part 1, so we'll see what happens. Alright, clarify the caterpillar for me, please. Ace of Swords. Yeah, clarity. Didn't I tell you you were turning into a beautiful butterfly? Oh, what's that movie? Life. A Bug's Life. I'm a beautiful butterfly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Knight of Swords. There's more clarity. There's those messages coming in of clarity. You could be on the brink of it. Five of Wands. King of Cups. Three of Swords. Ooh, I'm going to take a look at that. Magician. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. So I was worried. With this Five of Wands, King of Cups, Three of Swords, because with that being underneath the woodpecker here, I do feel as though it has kind of been an uphill battle, kind of struggling with other people and what they inspire to do. This King of Cups, Three of Swords, you've done your best to kind of send them away with love and light, like, that's for you, please do that, that's not for me, I'm going to figure out what it is that I want. Okay, I guess I can use that example. High School Musical is coming to my brain, and I don't know why. You know how this works. Things just kind of flow in. Oh my god. Why this example? Why this one? Is it the most relatable? Like, okay. So, Troy Bolton is a basketball player, right? And then he starts to sing and he realizes that he enjoys it, and that's what essentially the entire first movie is people coming out of their shells and understanding that it's okay to have different passions. Well, the one passion that he struggles with, and this is kind of where this Five of Wands comes in, is his dad. His dad's the basketball coach, and he's the basketball star. But he also wants to sing, but his dad doesn't think that that's worth any of his time up until the very end. And I almost feel like that's where you are. You've got people telling you that what you want to do and how hard you've worked is going to amount to nothing, and it's like it's not for you. But how do they know? How do they know that that's not for you? They're not you. It may not be for them, but that doesn't mean that it's not for you. And so I almost feel as though that this Three of Swords, you are kind of like, thank you for your input, but that's not really what I want. And if you haven't done that, I feel like that's the way out. Is being like, you know what? Thank you for your input. Thank you very much for telling me that you feel as though that I'm wasting my talent with this. But I'm here to tell you that this is what my talent tells me that I need to be doing. So, just because other people have an idea of what it is that you were supposed to be doing doesn't mean that that's what you were supposed to be doing. You're allowed to figure it out on your own. You are. And if that means that you put people and other situations down to chase what it is that you want, that's what you need to be doing. And you'll eventually figure that out. Magician, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. You will eventually figure that out. I feel as though that once you realize that other people are kind of in your way, no more. Nine of Cups. Three of Pentacles. There's that walking away. There's that King of Wands, that inspired passion. The Three of Cups and the Hermit. Yeah, you're standing in front of a locked door, essentially what this is, but you don't realize that the key's in your pocket. Key's in your pocket. You have the key. You have the way out. But what it requires you to do is to release and let go of everybody standing behind you that can't go through this door with you. Because it's not about them. It's about you. It's about you. And your inspired passions. Finding the right people to be with. Surrounding yourself with the right people. And taking in that wisdom. I'm not going to pull the wisdom of the oracle because I feel as though that this was kind of kind of pretty cut and dry. If you do want wisdom of the oracle, like I said, I do recommend jumping over and checking out that full moon in Libra reading. I do pull advice for that, and that's kind of a part 2 of this. So please feel free to take a look at that. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Zodiac signs that I see. We've got Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, and more Virgo. So Virgo, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like you are one of those signs. And if you're not, it could be your moon, rising, or Venus. So this is what I have for you. I really, really hope this helped. And I'll see you all again later. Bye, guys.